Good evening. Port Talbot Steelworks has been put up for sale tonight, according to union sources, along with the rest of Tata UK operations, including Llanwern, Trostre and Shotton. The decision was taken by the company board in India a short while ago. Port Talbot is the biggest steel plant in Britain and employs a workforce of 4,000 people. Tonight, there are calls for the National Assembly to be recalled. Our business correspondent, Brian Meakin, is in Port Talbot for us tonight. Brian, tell us what happened at this meeting.
Well, there was a delegation that went to India, including people from the Community Steelworkers Union and also Stephen Kinnock, the local MP here. And they were pressing the case for the survival plan that had been put forward by the local management team here and hoping that it would get the backing in Mumbai. Now, that meant 750 job losses here, but to protect over 3,000 jobs in the longer term. But it did mean £100 million of investment coming from Tata, a company that's already invested very heavily in this, and it seems that Tata has decided that that investment will not be forthcoming. It's not just Port Talbot, it is Shotton, it is Trostre, it is Llanwern, and some of those companies, some parts of the companies may be very interesting to some businesses out there, but it's very difficult to see if anyone's going to necessarily come in to look after Port Talbot when it has that £1 million a day problem that we have seen, the losses there, and also is in need of that investment of £100 million. Well, let's talk to Barry Evans, now a steelworker here, also from the Community Union. This was not the news you wanted tonight, was it?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen an official statement from Tata yet, and it is Tata's responsibility to inform the workforce officially on this announcement. I wouldn't like to speculate on the announcement because I haven't seen it. That's all. If it is true, I'd expect Tata to be a responsible seller. They've always promised us they'd be a responsible seller. So community will hold them to that. We won't allow them to walk away from us. We want meaningful discussions with all parties.
Calls tonight for the Assembly to be recalled. Jeremy Corbyn, the Labour leader, has said the UK government must intervene. Would you back those calls?
Definitely, yeah. Like I said, until we see the full detail of the plan, we would expect. You know, this is a foundation industry. Those two blast furnaces are some of the best in the world. The quality of our steel is some of the best in the world. The workforce is second to none. They're highly skilled people. We would expect the government to back us. Once the steel industry's gone from the whole of the UK, they will never recover. It'll never come back.
Tell us briefly, if you can, what impact this is going to have on the workers in there and on the wider community.
Obviously, it's going to be distressing, but we haven't seen the detail yet. And like I said, I'm not prepared to speculate on it until we see an official statement. It's Tata's responsibility to come forward and make a statement to the workforce, and then we can get into the detail of it, and we can work on a forward plan with, hopefully, some good partners to work with.
Barry Evans, thank you very much. Well, there is, it has to be said, shock here tonight. There was real hope amongst the unions that this rescue plan was going to get that backing from Tata and it would allow them that breathing space of a year or 2 years to sort out the problems here and turn things around. Now, it's certainly an uncertain future for the workers here and for the local community.
Brian Meakin, thank you. So with Port Talbot Steelworks now